is Preston Ballard, and for my speech, I have chosen to tribute Tim Sweeney. Tim Sweeney grew up in Maryland as the youngest of three brothers. He spent his childhood building go-karts and working with electronics. This reflects his career path to this day. He is now a multi-billionaire with a net worth over $5 billion, and he's grown his own company to house over 4,000 employees. Although these details may not reveal who Tim Sweeney is, I'm sure many of you have played or heard of the game Fortnite. The reason this reveals who he is because Tim Sweeney is the founder and CEO of Epic Games. He founded Epic Games from his parents' basement when he was only 21 years old, and the only capital he had to do this was his own savings. With that little bit of savings, he grew the company to be worth multi-billion dollars. Epic Games began developing Fortnite in 2011 and would later publish it in 2017. Under Tim's leadership, Fortnite amassed great success and has even become one of the most popular games in the world. Although Tim achieved great success within the video game industry, he has other hobbies like going on hikes and spending time in nature. These other hobbies reflect the way he spends his large amount of wealth that he gained from the video game industry. He purchases land all throughout America for the purpose of preserving it. I find this inspiring because not many others in his position who have the money to spend do the same. They often spend their money doing things that benefit themselves other than benefit the environment. If others would do the same, it would likely help the environment a lot more. However, just by himself, he's made many changes to the environment and has benefited it greatly. He doesn't just go and purchase random land. He specifically targets land that has high conservation value. This land contains endangered wildlife and endangered ecosystems. He targets this land because he cares about his change in the environment and he wants to benefit it. And to do this, it is important to buy the land that needs protected the most. And that's what he does by targeting the land that has endangered wildlife and endangered ecosystems. He also works with organizations such as the Conservation Fund to place the land he purchases under long-term legal protection. This is the most inspirational because he doesn't just care about owning the land or protecting it himself. He spends his own money, but he doesn't even care to keep the land. He often donates the land to organizations so they can place it under long-term legal care. This way, the land will stay protected even beyond his death. This is the most inspirational because he doesn't care at all about the money he spends. He's basically throwing away his own money just to keep the land safe, which has a lot of meaning to me because nobody else does the same, at least not to my knowledge. Because of this, I believe he deserves tribute. Tim Sweeney grew up in Maryland and stayed true to what he loved. He loved figuring out how things work, and that's what he did with his company, Epic Games. And he also loves being in the environment. And now he uses the money he made from Epic Games to preserve the environment that he loves. And this is why I believe Tim Sweeney deserves tribute.